It is I, Menace Snowdecker. Welcome back to another YouTube video of Snowbreak. In just a minute, I realized I forgot to turn on my light. There we go. Sorry, I literally just woke up. They got a special limited time event going on right now called like the Sands of Secrets or Sands of Time or something like that. I'll read it in just a moment. I was gonna skip the event, but when I updated my game system, there was apparently still 22 days left, and I was like, oh, okay, shoot, I'll just go ahead and record that here in a couple days. And while I was waiting for the right moment to sit down and do everything...
if you want to get anywhere.
Okay, thanks. They had this limited time stuff going on, and it's gotten me a boatload of resources. My resources and credits in here have actually tripled, and I use that to upgrade a lot of my operatives. Also, I now have Katya. So having that bow definitely does help a bit. I still don't like the stationary feature when you turn it to the assault rifle form, but what can you do? You can't control everything. Anyways. Yeah, Sands of Secrets, that's what it was. I missed some of this stuff. I ignored the rest. I've mostly been doing the defense line 0, and I'm actually quite terrifying inside of the machine gun sentry turret. I got mad, though. Some pro players ditched me when the round started. I got really salty about it. It's like, wow, they left me just because I was at a weaker level. Oh, okay, thanks, guys. Proceeds to beat the whole level without them. Yeah, thanks. Halted departure. Stop and start on the journey differently. Okay. So what about her? What's the plan? Hello, T. How's it going? Plan? What do you mean? I'm just a common civilian. What do I know about making your plans? Sorry. I thought it was a good joke. Inside T's office at Yggdrasil headquarters, she and I stood by the floor-to-ceiling window, looking down at the plaza outside the main gate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. The reason why I didn't want to do this event is because there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't really interest me. There's like maybe 2 things I wanted out of the entire list of rewards, and everything else is just garbage to me, and it's like, oh, okay. Some update. I mean, hey, they made a new version of Free Show with the big fiery sniper rifle, but it's not what I need, so okay. Down there, Fenny, Life, Chenxing, and Caroline were gathered around 2 modified Granny? You know what, forget it. Swiftfoot armored vehicles, engrossed in conversation. About that letter from her family, of course. Didn't she tell you? Oh, you mean the one summoning Chenxing home? She did, and I've read it myself. It was cryptic, dancing around the point, but pushing her to return for something that didn't seem urgent. Why does that sound like politics? Hey, we know it's not your stake in things, and it's just our hokey-pokey political nonsense, but we need you to come here, to go home, to do this for us, money pushers, so we can make the cheddar, while you do this for us, and we sit back here and eat chips all day. Look how powerful we are, guys. No, is the answer. I don't want to go. She called them for clarification, but her family wouldn't say a word. Yep. insisting she come back for a face-to-face discussion. Well, we can sit here and talk through a phone line, so if you're not going to do that, then why should I come to you? Rather mysterious, you might say. You could say that. She's barely slept these past few days, running through every possible scenario. She even dragged me into brainstorming contingency plans with her. Oh, that's gotta be bad then. Detail-oriented, thorough, and connecting dots from the faintest clues to map out every possible outcome. Who does that remind you of? Herself? She doesn't need to be like anyone else. Huh, you certainly are as bold as ever. She laughed softly as she stepped away from the window, settling into her chair with deliberate ease, then reached out to flip through a stack of papers on her desk. Blah! Paperwork. Nobody likes that. If you're a human being and you enjoy paperwork, I state with absolute certainty something is not right with your head. But by all means, sit down, do it. Go ahead. We're not going to stop you. Yggdrasil needs me to be bold. If the world were truly at peace, I wouldn't bother. I had a similar saying once, actually. People would always say the world needs more people like you who think as thoroughly as you do. And I told them all, if everybody were to think like me, this world would be at peace already. There wouldn't be any need for me. It's not that far off from that one, actually. Well said, you're a family man now. After all, shouldn't... Oh, sorry. I misread that. Should I pencil you in for administrative leave for a honeymoon trip? Gag me. Throw me off a cliff. Just do it. Sure, and we'll make it back in time to see more former business partners tearing you and Yggdrasil apart. So I'm just trying to imagine him saying that with a straight face. We exchanged expressionless glances, holding the silence for just a moment before we couldn't help but chuckle. I just remembered two more things I was going to say and I forgot to say it. I'm sorry for the last video. I did not intend for it to be over an hour long. I am so sorry. I kept trying to find a pausing point, but it was all those Japanese voiceovers in there. I didn't want to cut them off. I wanted to be polite and respectful while that was going on, and eventually I kept recording until it was over. So I do apologize for that. Also, adding to this... I just lost my train of thought. Gosh dang it! Too many thoughts running in and out of my head all day. Right, I just remembered. Sorry, it's too much. I don't think the adjutant has a real concept of what love actually is. I think he has a general idea, but he pushes that aside because he wants all the girls to be happy. If that makes sense. Because he stated multiple times that he views them as like his mission. So I guess his mission is making sure they're happy. But that being said, it makes it really awkward at the same time. Because I keep expecting him to settle down with one person, and then there's like 10 or 20 of them right then and there, and it's like, oh geez, what happened? Where did our society go? First it was... Not even going to attempt that. Technologies. And the Andriotti family. I'm assuming that's correct. Now it's the Jai family. And Shozu. Our enemy has a knack for poaching our allies. But something feels off. Let me guess, you're wondering why the mastermind behind this, whoever it may be, would bother involving Chengxing, giving her... Did it again. Given her relationship with her family. Exactly. So rather than Rosin, the contestants of that strange letter make me suspicious of anyone else. someone else! Where's my Nerf axe? It's all the way over there. I don't want to get up. If only you had ammo. Why do I even bother sometimes? If only I had a dart I could fire out of this Nerf blaster right now. It's something I like to do when I mispronounce stuff repeatedly. I just grab a Nerf gun and I shoot myself. I'm not really harming myself because it's Nerf. It's Nerf or nothing, you know. But darn, I don't have that, and I don't want to get up and get my Nerf hatchet that I can't use right now. 0. 0 brain cells and common sense? Well put, thank you. Well, it would be her turn eventually, wouldn't it? The last time I saw Pi, or I just saw a letter I have no idea how to even pronounce. Okay. I was able to confirm that everyone outside from Yggdrasil had connections to the demiurges. At this point, however you say that one, and 0, are the only ones we don't have eyes on yet. So, no, absolutely not. You won't even let me finish. Baiting near Shelsu's border, the third-party lab that Freesia contacted has confirmed that awakening dust contains a mineral unique to that area. Freesia and I are going for a thorough recon, a light load for a strictly exploratory operation. Once we have what we need, we'll head back to HQ immediately. I want to keep this low profile. If anyone tracks us, I hope it's only after we've already left. You know you've been fighting an uphill battle since the Yaris operation, right? I do. You do realize that I have an absolute 0 standard policy for BS from management, right? Right? Apologies if I don't like getting screwed around or lied to. And I certainly don't like being an errand boy. Yggdrasil has an entire company of resources and the famous Heimdall Force, and yet we're still running risky missions with skeleton crews. Why does that remind me of certain companies that I do know but shall not name? It also reminds me a little bit of the Rebellion from Star Wars. Backup is already late, sometimes non-existent, and has drawn plenty of criticism directed toward me as well. Let them talk. The operatives and I trust you, and that's all that matters. Oh, I'm sorry. Does a big famous boss not like dealing with any gossip? What's the matter? Don't have the stomach? I tease. I really am a bad person sometimes. I need to filter out my thoughts a little bit better. We've gone all in before, haven't we? Remember last time when I was stationed in New Hintiro and most of the Heimdall force was sent to Kuru? And what happened? The enemy waltzed right into HQ, killed people right under our noses, and nearly got you as well. I won't let that happen again. Until you're healthy and the Heimdall force is back to full strength, maintaining a stable defense is far more important than going on the offensive. That's why you should have let me finish. I'm not against your plan to scout out. Okay, that's it. I've seen that twice now, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sick of words I do not know how to pronounce. It gets on my nerves every single time. I cannot stand it. How do you pronounce this? Okay, well, this is stupid. It wants me to listen to it, and apparently there is no way to listen to it. Okay, that's great. So I type in that exact word, and it gives me how to pronounce the word biting. And then it won't let me listen to that, but it'll tell me what it means. And this is where it gets funnier. That exact word, being a place, apparently means grazing. I'm just gonna say beating. Beating, because I don't know. I also have no idea. Who names a place that means grazing? That just sounds weird. Baiting with Freesia. It's just that... Adjutant! Yes, honey, I'm in here. I'm home. I'm in a council meeting right now. Can you wait 5 seconds? Or would that be 5 minutes? What's that? You want it to be 5 nanoseconds? Oh, my time's up, isn't it? Okay, thanks. Just as our conversation reached a critical juncture, Freesia's voice echoed down the hallway, cutting through the air. Before I could turn, the door swung open, and in barreled Freesia. Okay, I actually am curious about how this suit works now. Is this like a... What, like a injector tube? Filtration? No, it couldn't be filtration. Too low. Unless it's hooked up to the lungs, which I doubt. I want to know what the pumps are for, alright? These little tubes, I want to know. There's another one down here as well. Adjutant, Director T, I just got word from the logistics department. Are we scrapping the beating mission? What are you talking about? We're canceling any field work, but the investigation mission has not changed. Whew, thank goodness. I thought even that thing was... What thing? Never mind. Forget I said anything. She exchanged a quick conspiratorial glance with T before clamming up like a kid almost caught sneaking cookies. Meanwhile, T rose from her chair and handed me a document she had just pulled from the stack. Yay! Paperwork! My favorites. Grabs lighter. Sorry. I'm sorry, but paperwork sucks. Better just burn it all. The mission is still on, just with adjusted parameters. As you suggested, we're focusing on defense and stability. Spindle system, practical application test reports, phase 3 results. What's this? Take it with you and read it on the way. They should be back any minute now. Fine. I'm not happy about it, though. She gave my shoulder a firm pat before gesturing at Freesia and leaving the office. Clueless, I walked alongside Freesia as we followed T toward the elevator. At least clue me in. I am the commander, after all. Do you know anything about this? Me? Let me think. Do I know? Just tell me the truth. No need to hesitate about anything. Freesia, I'm your commander. As your commander and the one who ranks above you, tell me. Now. Around 6 months ago, there was a research project led by Director T on which I helped out at the start, but later I became completely focused on my new exosuit prototype and didn't have time for anything else. Spindle system. Ah, Director T, could it be? Exactly. Come along, I'll fill you in shortly. Where'd you come from? Was she behind us the whole time? I'm getting so lost trying to keep track of everything here. Joy. Adjutant, this is going to be amazing. Now we have more methods for gathering intel. Moments later, we reached the front gate of the Adjuso building, yet I still had no clue what Freesia was so ecstatic about. Before I could ask, I was almost literally swept off my feet. Darling! Hi, Fenny. An intoxicating fragrance wrapped around me as Fenny threw herself into my chest with unrestrained passion. Her arms clung tightly and one mischievous hand darted behind my back to deliver a playful pinch. You see, that's not very nice. Don't pinch me. What'd I do to deserve that? Okay. That confirms it. He's basically in cahoots. Just gonna choose a simple term. With almost every single person at this whole base then. And when I say that, I mean, romantically. In a dirty way, probably. Great. So I hear you were planning to sneak off on another trip without us. What's the plan? Bringing someone new home one more time, Her teasing whispers brushed my ear, accompanied by the faint sting of her pinch. Fenny's raw affection overflowed, flooding my heart with warmth. How exactly do you manage to stay so well informed? My nose is just as sharp as my ears. I can sniff out what my man's up to from miles away. God have mercy on my soul. Really? Then maybe you should use that nose to tell me what I'm. Nope. Not in front of all these people. Don't you dare to try to make a fool of me in public. Yeah, okay, great. I see, so you're allowed to tease me, I'm not allowed to tease you. Okay, great, thanks. Thanks so much, Fenny. Thank you, Fenny. Love that, Fenny. Awesome, Fenny. Thanks, Fenny. Her fiery fashion was... Passion! Where'd I get the F from? Was that fiery even though I already read it? You know, it doesn't matter. Her fiery passion was as intense as her love, engulfing me like waves of heat, overwhelming, undeniable, and comforting all at once. Alright, I'll let you get back to work. Director T, we brought her back. And she'll be here shortly. Is it okay if I leave the rest to Wednesday? Oh yeah, life. Sure. Nita's already at the training grounds, taking company recruits through Heimdall combat drills. Go check on her and make sure everything's running smoothly. No problem. Consider it done. With a playful grin, she gave my wrist a quick pinch before heading toward the main building. But after just a few steps, she paused and turned back. Hey, Professor Frida. I'm sorry, Freesia. Sorry. I heard we won't have to head out anymore. Huh? That's not true, just more tools and safety nets. We'll still be jumping in the fray to fight. Wait, what? I see. With that, she quickly strode away, disappearing around the corner of the long hallway. Wait. Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm not fully caught up on the story yet because I keep having to do events. But it is confirmed now that Fenny is basically his darling. Oh my gosh, are they married? I can't tell that much, but they're definitely dating. I am so confused. I'm lost. This is like straight up anime vibes. With words that I probably should not mention on screen. Quick question, am I the only one still trying to make sense of what's going on here? I think that's you and me. Darling. Okay, great, so it's definitely more than one. Did you tie the knot with all of them? You really are a frickin' Casanova. Don't be upset, darling. Truth be told, we're all a bit unsure, just like you. I don't know how this works, and I don't want to know. Just don't tell me squat. Don't say anything. You leave that comment button alone. Don't. My muscles are getting tense. I can't hold my hand straight now. Sorry, just calming my blood. Calming my blood and my nerves. Okay, I'm better now. It's hard to put faith in something you haven't seen with your own eyes, but looks like it's almost... Oh, here it is. Her gaze shifted to the distant edge of the plaza, where another... I'm just gonna say Grawny, because I don't know what else to say here. Swiftfoot vehicle sped toward the front gate. Oh, hey Al, how's it going? Huh? What's with this many people here? Director T, Professor Frida. I thought we were keeping this under wraps. Yawning Yao stepped out of the vehicle, her eyes scanning everyone present before finally landing on me. Did you enjoy your nap? Looks like your Shaozu getaway fell through. Adjutant, you're better off staying here and keeping me company during my afternoon naps. She briefly glanced back into the vehicle. Seems like on this job we'll all be in dreamland anyways. Alright, everyone to the command room. Heimdall's operational strategy is undergoing further adjustments, effective immediately. So about this spindle system. Simply put, it's a highly sophisticated VR-based combat simulation system. Great! More virtual reality nonsense. Love it. Enhanced and modified with Yggdrasil's technology. The system is built on a massive amount of real-world data collected by field agents working across different regions and environments. It creates fully immersive virtual scenarios. The data gathered by these agents is compiled, uploaded, let me read, thank you, and processed into a specialized format, allowing the spindle system to reconstruct specific environments with remarkable precision to meet specific needs. Users can step into these simulations and relive everything the agents experience firsthand. I'll pass. The most important thing is that now, with the spindle system, we can study the data the field agents bring back 24/7. Sound, light, temperature, any information hidden within the intricate environments will be detected and captured even if the agents miss it themselves. On second thought, that does sound slightly useful. This way, when it's time to deploy the Heimdall force into the field to engage, we can minimize the risks that would have come from incomplete intel. Can you pick slightly smaller words, please? I mean, I'm following along perfectly, don't get me wrong, but I'm having to process it a little bit too much at a time. Also, can somebody please explain to me what the whole point of having new outfits is if they're always torn up? Or is it just made to look like that? Because that's just... That's annoying. Hole here, hole there, there. And these ones look like they were definitely designed on purpose. I can't understand why you do that, though. It just seems kind of stupid. I prefer a full new outfit with no damages to it, not purposely designed to have holes in it. That's not very protective. Adjutant, you won't be forced to fight an uphill battle anymore. So this is what you meant by more tools and safety nets. Exactly! After the Eurus operation, I kept thinking about how to better prepare everyone while minimizing risks during missions. So I pitched this idea to Director T, and once she approved, we started working on it. I didn't mean to keep it a secret, but building the foundational data took way longer than I expected, not to mention the technical hurdles. Even now, I can't promise the system will work flawlessly, but... Her words trailed off, a flicker of unease crossing her face, as if there was something she wasn't ready to reveal. I'll take it from here. T stood and took the holographic projector's remote from Bishop. Don't want to listen. I'd rather go to the cafeteria right now. With a sigh of relief, Risha bounced over and plopped down into a seat beside me in life. Behind me, Chengxing remained silent as always, while Yao stretched out her legs, seemingly settling in for a nap. Based on the intelligence we've gathered from multiple sources, Heimdall's primary threats now extend beyond Tytogen. The Demiurges must be considered a top enemy as well. Can I just get peace? Is that too much to ask? I just want peace. No more violence, no more guns, no more shooting, no more stupidity and brainstorming and cannons and bombs and gosh dang it, people dying left and right and me watching my characters get blown up left and right, who knows where and when. Can I just have that? Can I just have peace? No more terrorists, no more criminals, no more gangsters, no more stupidity on the front lines, no more betrayals, no war. Am I asking too much? What do you mean, yes? Oh, for crying out loud. This is a long story, by the way. They seem to favor manipulation. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped the line. However, instead of direct confrontation, they seem to favor manipulation, crafting elaborate schemes to lure you into one carefully laid pitfall after another. Her gaze landed on me, her eyes layered with unmistakable concern. Thank you, Mom. I'm aware. We've all seen what they're capable of. Moving forward, the primary directive for all Heimdall operatives will be securing critical intelligence while ensuring the safety of our operatives. Additionally, adaptive training for everyone's new exosuits will be conducted within the Spindle system. Wait a minute! I started to piece together why T and Freesia had developed the system and the enormous safety improvements it promised for Heimdall, but there were questions, pressing ones, that demanded answers now. The field agents who gathered all this data, or data, however you want to say that, pronounce that, whatever, where did they come from? Former security department personnel, Heimdall reserves, and a few trusted contractors. Their loyalty isn't in question. It's not their loyalty I'm worried about, it's their safety. Who is ensuring that? I ensure it. Not good enough. You can't be everywhere at once. She rarely made such straightforward promises. Her firm stance now caught me completely off guard. Indeed, in terms of responsibilities, they take on the initial field risks. So you and Heimdall don't have to. Each of them believes in your vision, respects your leadership, and wants to contribute however they can. Oh, this better go well. I'm understanding what he's saying. Intel leaks can be disastrous. Especially when ill-timed. Since I'm the one who chose them for this project, it's my job to provide sufficient measures to ensure their safety. All field agents are equipped with survival pods that can be activated in any emergency. Any emergency? So you're saying that if I drop a volcano on them, they'll be fine? How about a hurricane? Tornado? Typhoon? Mudslide? Tsunami? Earthquake? Twister! How about zero gravity? What? We're humans. We do odd things. Besides, nothing's more devastating than not being able to stand, right? From point of view, I guess. Every member of Yggdrasil is a reflection of you and me. We must protect that reputation. No injuries, no tears, no humiliation. That is our standard. We've already had injuries. Just ask Marion. She's kinda crazy that way. If we can't help ensure that, I'd rather not deploy them at all. Besides, our limited number of manifestations, you and your team... Let me finish reading, thank you. Have also earned widespread renown. When investigations have to be conducted low profile, without evidence or justification, the field agents must go in first. That's why I called off the investigation you and Freesia planned for Beating. One of our agents has been stationed there for quite some time. 6 months ago, Boo Boo, I'm just not going to question that, was sent to Beating for on-site investigation and surveying, but soon after, she ceased contact with us. I'm sorry, you named a female Boo Boo? Not gonna question it, I'm just... That poor child. What they must have gone through in school. Yeah, I figured it was gonna do that again, that's why I waited. I'm sick of it doing this to me, because I want to read. It wasn't until a week ago that we finally received her signal again, and now she's been brought back. You and Freesia can start your investigation using the data she collected, which has already been integrated into the Spindle system. She's back, isn't she? I'd rather meet her in person than rely on secondhand data. That might be tricky, Adjutant. Yao suddenly chimed in. I turned to see her sitting uncharacteristically upright, her usual laid-back demeanor replaced with a sharp look. You can see her, sure, but I doubt she'll be able to tell you much. And why's that? She's in a deep coma. Oh, for crying out loud. Not this crap again. Her consciousness completely shut off. The medical department is trying to figure out a way to rouse her. A surge of indescribable emotion overwhelmed me, accompanied by a faint sting in my palm. Turning my head, I realized life had suddenly grasped my hand, her eyes intensely focused on me. Please, you've already broken my rib cage. Don't break my hand too. Try to stay calm, darling. I'll be calmer if you let go of my hand. Situations like this aren't new. Once activated, the survival pod encases the agent in a nearly invincible cocoon, keeping them safely isolated from all external threats. But naturally, before the survival pod is activated, there's no way to protect them from the heat of battle. Adjutant, regardless, you're the one actually leading Heimdall. What I just laid out is simply an option from my perspective. Wait, so T's basically my boss, yet I rank above her? Oh, this base is full of inconsistencies when it comes to order, isn't it? How does it even maintain a functional group at this point? The final decision is yours, Metastecker. And no matter your choice, the company will fully support you. We've come this far. No point in hesitating or second-guessing now. This agent went through so much to bring us this data, I owe it to her to see this through. Freesia, when can we start?
Whenever you're ready, Adjutant.
Good, let's get started right away. Is that it? Finally! Done! Gosh. That was agony. I took up almost all the time I had. I only got 3 minutes left. Fine. I've already tried the sniper that she has. It's actually pretty good. But still not my type. I gotta update these guns. They just don't pack the punch I need anymore. Alright. Let's hope this goes well. It's got a decent fire rate, a pretty good magazine size, but again, I just don't need it. That was clearly a hit. You missed! Oh, you call that a strike. You shouldn't have ran out in the open. That's your fault. That was your fault. Like a deer in the headlights. And he doesn't even notice because it's unrealistic. If that was an actual battle and they heard that sound, they would have all come running. Okay, that's a problem. Ow! I didn't think that was gonna hurt that much.
Should have run when you saw us. Getting good like this? A rush. Huh?
That works. Back here. Yeah, clean headshot. There we go. Aim for the canister. Dude's darn shield is in the way. Nice aim, buddy. You know what?
Yeah.
Just eat it.
I'm kind of tired.
You done? Good. Moving on. This place looks like a dump.
Great. Let's pick up the pace.
Okay, so that's what that one goes.
Is anybody hurt?
Oh, hi.
It's like they don't even calculate their odds of success.
I didn't calculate my aim for that one.
Should have run when you saw us. Getting killed like this?
Look at them, they're just chatting.
Irrational. Why don't these guns auto-load? Does nobody think about these things?
Because an auto-loading sniper is stupid. Yeah, sure. Let's just go ahead and waste all our resources making a whole bunch of snipers that auto-load. Oh yeah, that's totally smart. Darn it, he actually grazed me a little bit. It's fine. Okay. Hi! Bye! That was his canister. Headshot.
Is anybody hurt?
Moving on. Oh, hello. Whoa! I'm not Indiana Jones. Don't treat me like him. Where are you going? You're going down, that's
Who
where.
needs this the most?
Hello.
It's like they don't. Why don't these guns auto-load?
I don't need to be
Does nobody think
realistic
about
when it
these
comes to strategizing here. Because this is an unrealistic game.
That's their weakness? Noted.
Is that it? Are we done? No? Okay, great. Cat, yeah, take point. I'm tired of being a sniper.
行こう。も。
Should have brought a bandana. Shades and a hat. Not this cute bunny look attire.
完了。とっとと次も終わらせましょう。
That was way too easy. Way too easy and way too boring. Oh, joy. Thanks. Thank you. I could do one more. I'll have to do that next time, though. Because we are literally out of time. We're actually well past that at this point. Guess I'll just show this real quick. Yeah, there wasn't anything I wanted. Literally almost all this I can get anywhere, except for these two things. The Apocalypse Rift Scope and Fox Granite Ornament. The rest of this is pretty much just nonsense to me. I don't really need it to keep going. I don't. But hey, I guess I'll get something to put at my base then. Limited time item. Fine. Whatnot. Great. Thanks. Love that. Could I at least see that real quick before I end the video? Because I am curious what that looks like. I'm just a tad curious, that's all. Where would it even be placed at? Aha. I missed so many events, but it's fine. Okay, so you're at one of the lower ones. How many events did you guys host in here? I've only been to like 4. What's that 5? You know what? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. A lot of them have stories I've unlocked that I just haven't gotten to recording yet. Oh, too much to
What's
do.
worth buying?
Too much to do. Alright. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you liked the video, then give it a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And like always, this is Menace signing off, and I will see you next time. So bye-bye! Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to smile, because remember, a smile a day goes a long way. Hope to see you all back here again soon. And one more thing before you go, can you please check out the links in the description and join the Discord server while you're at it. Thank you!